Today, I stand before you in a world profoundly changed, yet intense period exposed the depth of our global interconnectedness or interconnectivity. It's demonstrated vividly how challenges faced in one corner of the globe can ripple across continents, affecting us all. Despite navigating past the immediate crisis of the pandemic, we find ourselves confronting new challenges. Record-breaking temperatures here and severe flooding in Dubai are recent manifestations of the escalating climate crisis. At the same time, ongoing conflicts in Europe and the Middle East continue to demand our concerted efforts towards peaceful resolutions. Facing these global challenges, it may seem intuitive for some to reinforce existing barriers or even erect new ones. However, I contend that isolation is not the best response. Instead, we should focus on rebuilding old platforms and constructing new bridges for cooperation and mutual benefit. It is through collaborative efforts that we can address our common problems more swiftly and effectively. In the volatile, uncertain, and complex environment of today, a thoughtful response rather than a hasty reaction and extending a helping hand rather than retreating are what wisdom dictates. This philosophy of proactive engagement and cooperation is at the heart of our approach in the House of Representatives. It aligns with the foreign policy direction set by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., eloquently captured by the principle, and I quote, "The Philippines is a friend to all and an enemy to none." Under the leadership of President Marcos, we have taken significant steps to rejuvenate and deepen our international relations. Our diplomatic efforts were pivotal during the historical trilateral meeting between the United States, Japan, and the Philippines at the outset of this past month, April. This meeting underscored our strategic role in regional politics and security. This event followed the historic address by His Excellency Fumio Kishida, Prime Minister of Japan, to the U.S. House of Representatives last November, an event that itself marked a milestone in our diplomatic engagements. Furthermore, our country proudly hosted the 31st Asia-Pacific Parliamentary Forum, and this gathering was not just a ceremonial meeting, but a fertile ground for seeding legislative initiatives aimed at bolstering our shared regional socio-economic goals. Lawmakers from across the region came together to deliberate and design frameworks that could support collective growth and stability. Our commitment extends beyond maintaining existing ties. In the 19th Congress, we have vigorously been working to capitalize on global opportunities in the alignment with the administration's strategic vision of securing a prosperous future for all Filipinos. A cornerstone of this effort is the operationalization of the Maharlika Investment Fund, underpinned by the enactment of Republic Act number 11954. This act is not merely legislative. It is a transformative economic tool that opens new investment avenues for both local and international stakeholders, providing the Philippine government with additional resources to enhance its social safety nets for the less fortunate sectors of our society. We also recognize the need for more dynamic economic policy. Thus, we are advocating economic amendments to specific sections of Articles 12, 14, and 16 of the Philippine Constitution. These amendments aim to introduce the phrase, unless otherwise provided for by law, granting Congress the ability to make legislative adjustments swiftly in specific economic sectors in response to global and local economic shifts. Our extensive hearings on this matter have illuminated the broad benefits these amendments would bring, enabling more flexible and more responsive governance. By enabling these adjustments, we can significantly enhance the Philippines' stature as an attractive destination for investments. More investments mean more resources, which support sustained economic growth. They also translate into more job opportunities, helping ensure that Filipino families can thrive in an increasingly competitive world. In recent years, the House of Representatives has championed significant reforms that have reshaped the economic and social landscape of the Philippines. We've enacted pivotal tax reforms designed to invigorate our economy by simplifying the tax code, encouraging investment, and ensuring a fair system to all. These measures have laid the groundwork for a more robust economic framework, attracting foreign investments and stimulating local entrepreneurship. Our commitment to infrastructural development is exemplified by the continuation of the Build program with the Build Better More. This ambitious initiative has not only improved connectivity across our archipelago, but also generated thousands of jobs, bolstering our economy and enhancing the daily lives of our citizens. As we embark on another session this April 26th, our legislative focus sharpens on the dual imperatives of national security and robust development. Recognizing that peace is the cornerstone of prosperity, we aim to enact laws that fortify our national defense and enhance our international security posture. These initiatives are critical in maintaining sovereignty and stability, enabling our nation to pursue development goals without the shadow of external threats. Simultaneously, our development agenda is expansive, targeting pivotal areas such as healthcare, education, and digital infrastructure. In healthcare, we are committed to expanding access and improving the quality of services, making healthcare affordable and accessible to every Filipino. Our initiatives in education aim to create a more liberalized system that not only meets global standards, but also equips our youth with the necessary skills to thrive in a globalized economy. Additionally, by enhancing our digital infrastructure, we aim to ensure that every Filipino can benefit from the digital revolution, bridging digital divides and fostering economic inclusivity. The relationship between peace, security, and development is not linear, but cyclical and self-reinforcing. By strengthening peace and security, we can create an environment conducive to economic activities and developing initiatives. These in turn contribute to further stabilizing our nation by reducing poverty, creating jobs, and improving living standards, which in turn diminishes the likelihood of social unrest. This virtuous cycle is thus fundamental to sustainable development and is a cornerstone of our legislative agenda. As we look to the future, our goals are ambitious. We aim not only to continue our current path, but to accelerate our efforts. We are exploring innovative legislative measures that promote technological advancement and environmental sustainability. These initiatives are designed to ensure that the Philippines not only keeps pace with global trends, but also sets a benchmark for innovation and responsible governance. To achieve these ambitious goals, we invite all sectors of society to engage with us. Your insights, expertise, and participation are invaluable as we forge a path forward. Through collaborative efforts, we can build a future that reflects our highest aspirations and fulfills the promise of prosperity and peace for all Filipinos. In closing, let us be reminded of our collective responsibility and the opportunity at this moment. It is time for us for bold actions and steadfast commitment. The House of Representatives of the 19th Congress is fully committed to this cause, ready to enact the necessary legislation that ensures a stable, prosperous, and resilient Philippines. Thank you for your trust, your engagement, and your partnership. Good morning, and let us all commit to a productive legislative session and a brighter future for our nation. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.